Turn 117, we've just finished the audience chamber, which means that not only is the North Pole and Somber Town super housing and happy and everything, we can start looking at the end game and what we're going to do to win this one. Now, for me, I like the idea of building a railroad around the North Pole, so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I have another city I'm going to put just between these two cities, and this city is about to get founded on this lovely little ice cap there. I'm going to be building up trade routes. All of these cities need not only harbours, but commercial hubs as well, so lots and lots for me to get building. But I have noticed there are a couple of cities on the North Pole, only a couple on the eastern side. This looks like it's plain, so that's fine, I'll forgive that. But I want to take this city. Ursa, I believe, also is on grassland, as is Halab. I think that's on plains. Yes, it is. Perfect. So, 1, 2, 3 cities that I want to take. Santa needs to build himself a military force so that we can occupy those. It is the Christmassy thing to do after all. To do that, I need to make sure that we have the Grandmaster's Chapel, because we have over 400 faith coming in per turn at the moment, and I want to be able to pray myself in lovely tanks. What else is more Christmassy than the ability to print modern armor with just the sheer faith of Christmas cheer? I mean, honestly. But I'm still building Renaissance walls. You can see limes. I'm going to lose the limes card in a second, and that's a bit annoying because we are still building loads of stuff. So can I just delay ideology for a turn or two? I can. Let's go cultural heritage instead. Ideology is the civic when limes is lost. We don't want to get rid of it any earlier than we can get away with here. But my gold is now going to be spent on getting a lot of little builders to come around and just make sure all of my new cities are firing on all cylinders. We want to get these upgraded. I want to get them running. Offshore wind would be quite a useful pickup for me, thinking about it actually, so maybe I'm going to do that soon. Patala Palace, a diplomacy policy slot, a diplomatic victory point, all of the good things that Santa loves, but it's the diplomacy policy slot. That's the real exciting thing we're looking forward to picking up now. Excellent. Santa has more policy cards. Unfortunately, a city has rebelled and it wants to join us. I'm going to refuse it, because that's not the North Pole. Dear oh dear. So I did eventually get ideology because I kind of needed to eventually, but levy on mass, it's pretty good, and military research, look at that. We do have some Renaissance walls and military academies and seaports and everything. Santa can be happy with what he's got. Lovely. I've also got 2 more envoys. I really, really want Zanzibar back. It was making everyone super happy, and I just love having it around, so I will get it back. Artillery, battleships, inspiration for capitalism. Ooh, that sounds very Santa-y. Build 2 stock exchanges. You know what? Yep, I can do that. I can absolutely do that. There we go. Boosted. Inspiration for suffrage. Inspiration for totalitarianism. I'm getting a lot of mixed messages from my city-states at the moment. A lot of mixed messages, but never mind. Now this will reveal oil. Let's see how much oil we have in Santaland. The North Pole is... Oh, yeah, there's some under that tile. Some under that tile. That can be easily improved. Wonderful. That can I think that's under an industrial zone already. That is under a district. That is just in the sea. That is under just... I mean, honestly, we could not have asked for more oil per turn. That is lovely stuff. Now look at all these trade routes. That tells you right there that this is a democracy run. It's just too good. The yields we're going to get from this are just lovely. Oh, this is also Ada Lovelace. Brilliant stuff. Extra district in this city. We need as many, just simple, as many districts as we can get. Like, all of them, please. Let's go for the water park. Still just, picking up amazing districts turn after turn. Oh, look. Look what I reluctantly built in my capital. It's university. What a wonderful place. Just amazing, lovely place. 20% science and 2-3 technologies. Nothing else really happens there of note. I wouldn't worry about it. Let's just move on. Turns out I did get flight and electricity. Nice. We'll take that as a minor win for now. That's very good indeed. Oh, that city-state. I just took over this one that gives you extra culture for Great People Land. 156 culture per turn. Yep, that's a good one. I'm actually getting around also to buying monuments in every city. Very rarely do this when I have the spare gold, and especially because I've got all of these little cities, it does make a bit of a difference to do it, and it's really cheap. Mainly for the border growth in the small cities. It just helps to pick up extra tiles that I can then improve and put fish down and boats and all this sort of stuff. It's about 1,500 gold that costs, and yeah, the tile growth in these cities is going to be much better now. is a very minor thing, but it does help a lot. Still selling everything, really don't care about votes. Santa doesn't need to be elected champion of the world. He already knows he is. Sanitation, unlock sewers, and look, suffrage wants sewers. So, okay, I just need to give myself a little bit more gold, specifically about 77 more gold, which is actually harder than you think when the AI has no gold. But we can do it. Perfect. Then we go sewer and sewer in my 2 main cities. Build 4 sewers. Okay, we'll do that in a turn. Let's get professional sports while we're waiting. We've got a water park that's been built. Build a Ferris wheel. And you build an arena. Lovely stuff. People banned great merchants last time, so I'm going to do that again. And I'm assuming people are going to vote up for Buddhism because it's the top option. We'll vote for those. I mean, as I say, Santa doesn't really need diplomacy points. The world can do what they want, but I actually just got another 2 there, so Santa's doing well. Thinking about it, I should probably pick up the Statue of Liberty then, just to make sure no one else gets it. That's the main thing. Just bought my 4 for sewer, and I have suffrage now. Santa can vote. Amazing. Oh, that's really, really good. Right, we can get rid of liberalism and rid of... I didn't even have it actually, Republican Legacy, because I can just put in New Deal and it does the same thing. Oh, we have a lot more cards now. Monarchic Legacy, I want to keep that. Invention is still a good card. Levy on Mass is fantastic, and then we've got 2 economic policy slots. I like the sound of that. 5-year plan has got to go back in, and commercial hubs and harbours economic union, yeah, I like that as well. And I'm also going to go for gunboat diplomacy to get myself more envoys. We need to keep a stranglehold on the city-state game today. Absolutely keep a stranglehold. Oh, this is so good. Look at these traders now. Oh, I mean, thing is, they are good traders. Ignore that, actually, that's not updated. These are all fantastic traders, but after playing Japan for so long, Tokugawa is just, he's so amazing at it that you start to think, no, these aren't very good traders. It's like, no, they're brilliant. Chemistry, research labs, as well as the Estadio, aquatic centers, stadiums. Oh, what a turn. Santa gets all his toys at once. Wonderful. Let's get advanced flight. I fancy some bombers. And let's also get some stadiums and things like that. That's going to be really good, as well as some factories in these cities that will help the northern cities to grow. But yeah, if we can get a Estadio, I'm going to be very happy about things. Very happy indeed. Oh, I fabricated a scandal and our spy survived. I like it when you get the occasional win like that. Our spies tend to be terrible, but that's good. There's a great admiral, and I'm going to actually use her a little bit early in order to upgrade a naval unit that's over in this direction so I can start to upgrade or spread my religion around here. It is a totally useless use for her, but I really don't need a great admiral at the moment, so I can spread my religion around a little bit. That'll be nice. Also, Santa's railroad game, it hasn't finished yet, but as you can see, we're doing pretty good. I've connected all these cities along the coast. I've got railroads on all of my little islands. I've connected these cities there. This has got railroad. There's railroad appearing everywhere. I'm happy with this. This is a good start. In North Pole, the expression, to spend the afternoon in Somber Town means to have a wonderful time. Does it now? Don't know about that. Don't trust everything you read from elves, is what I say. Estadio, 7 turns to build it outright. I mean, that's a pretty good thing. And also, this city now has 2 separate canals. Look at that. That's awesome. Technically, this is under construction, though, which I find a little strange. Not letting me build the new one. Requires refining. I don't know what's going on there. Sometimes it glitches out slightly and you're like, okay, yeah, whatever. But we're building lighthouses, we're building canals, we're building all of the fun things. Can't complain. Again, someone's already hit 20 population, which is always a little concerning. Not the Congo, though. It was Persia. Oh, and they've got Pingala in that city as well. I like it when the AI makes good moves. Oh, you don't see enough of it. Amundsen Scott. Ooh, I wonder. Do we think we are playing a game with access to the tundra and or snow? Let me think about that. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this one off. Oh, wait, no. This is, yeah, that's exactly what is going to happen. Fair enough. Advanced flight. If I actually had any aerodromes, that would be even more useful, but I do not. Science foundations. Now, this is something that is actually very useful. 2 scientist points per turn for a university and 4 for a research lab. 2 engineering points for a factory and 4 for a power plant. Yeah, that's pretty good. Gonna put out colonial taxes for now, put back in science foundations. Really, I need more policy slots, but this is pretty good for now. This is the Wonder Builder. That's Amundsen Scott, set up immediately. Tesla. We're making a lot of engineering points, but our engineering points are going to shoot through the roof now, which is even better. And even better still, 1, 2, 3. There's Ngazagamu. I mean, that's wonderful because now Sombertown can just pray in troops. Like, can we liberate this city? Of course we can. Of course we can. Have we unlocked tanks yet? I don't believe we have. We'll do that in a second. Let's get computers quickly. And you know what? I so rarely use them, and they're really good fun. Let's get in Nahangs. Now, I have a military academy in this city, so making an army of them should be fairly effective. 87 strength, yes. Just make a couple of these. I really, really do not use these very often. It's very probably for a good reason, but I do know that they can be very strong. Yep, so far these are pretty strong units. I'm gonna just make a few of them. I can boost combined arms and things, but I mean, they take almost no maintenance cost from what I can tell. I'm just gonna spam out loads of them. Oh yeah, they can just walk onto encampments. They're brilliant. These are brilliant. Santa's standing army is going to go massive high because of this. I can pray over 1 per turn into existence at the moment already. Santa has the Estadio. That's 6 culture to every city I own, which is a really big thing because I want the border growth. The border growth is one of those unspoken things that really pushes your empire through to the late stages of the game. Plus, amenities. Honestly, like with my abilities, is that I'm getting amenities in every city because I'm getting +2 for industrial zones and all the districts adjacent to them. Look, this city has +18 at the moment. +18, +19, +17, +10. You can see where the cities are only relying on luxuries, but yeah, I mean, we've got some silly numbers at the moment. I never actually showed you. I was on 120 engineer points per turn. It's not bad, really, is it? 120. Oh, Goddard. Goddard is somebody I want. Okay, let's save up a little bit of gold and pop you through. Yes, all of the extra production towards space race projects. Santa wants to leave this planet. This world ain't good enough for Santa. That's what I've decided. Oh, a nice theatre square as well. Lovely. Oh, I forgot this promotion tree. It was so strange. So I want movement. I want to be stronger when flanked, and I want extra combat strength when Susa and Vlhor. Yeah, okay. I mean, this is already going to become a rather silly unit. But I'm going around just liberating things at the moment, giving myself even more diplomatic favour, just in case I want to start voting. You never know when Santa may need to vote. It's one of those things that's unspoken, but sometimes just very important. And with my random 87 strength unit, I free you! And I'm going to absolutely liberate you to Rome again, because that's going to flip almost immediately, and then I can liberate it again. Oh, if only we were Australia, eh? It would be the sort of setup where you'd go, oh, I like that. Oh, city-states are still appearing. I think these are the ones right in the corner of the map. Actually, that might have been there for some time. Okay, but still, it's good. It's really good. These ones just haven't had any envoys thrown in, and I'm just getting more and more and more. Oh, yes, and we're almost International Space Agency. There it is. Globalization. It does a couple of things that I'm really looking forward to here. Firstly, International Space Agency. We're going to put that instead of Raj. Now, Raj was a really, really good card for us. Admittedly, that is a really good card for us. Oh, getting to that point of the game where actually there are a lot of good things we want to keep. Missile banking is probably looking a little bit weak for us right now. Monarchic legacy as well? Actually, e-commerce I also want to put in. No, you know what? We're going to just hang on to this for now. Let's give ourselves that huge science boost. 600 to 1,100. That was 500 science per turn that card was worth. Okay, yeah, that's a bit of okay. That is ridiculous. 20 amenities. Really? 23? Right, should we work this out? 2 from the industrial zone, then 4, 6, 8. So 10 from the harbour as well. So 10 amenities are coming from that. Then we've got 2 from the water park, 2 from the Ferris wheel, 1 from the aquarium, and 5 from the aquatic. Yeah, I mean, that kind of checks out. And then I've got a stadium somewhere near as well. I mean, I'm probably counting that slightly wrong, but yeah, fair enough. I think that mission there was just to prove to myself that was sort of sensible, and I think it was. Also, this city's now hit 10 pop. You know what that means. Let's get the campus sorted. We have an engineer just waiting to go here. I built built Statue of Liberty mainly to stop other people getting it. It's always my fear that when you're having a really, really fun game like this, the AI goes, oh yeah, look, I just built Statue of Liberty and now I'm on 14 points and oh, you're going to let your guard down and I'm going to vote for myself and then I'm going to win. And you're like, nah, fine. How many points are we on now? 12. 12 is an okay amount. But, oh yeah, Goddard, we rushed nicely. We're going to pick him up quickly. Alvar would have been really cool to pick up, actually. We might even get enough faith in a couple turns to get him, but nope, we're fine for now. There's an artist and there's a musician. Oh, we're getting so many great people. We now have social media. I'm going to put in collective activism over gunboat diplomacy for now, but we need more cards. We need more cards. We know we need more cards. Actually, look, Christmassy Town is the other place where we were going to build something fun. Let's buy in a library. 8 science. Very nice. I mean, it's giving me far more. That university just gave me 50 science, just to put it in perspective. And this research lab, another 50 science. Oh boy. Okay, Amundsen Scott, let's pop you down immediately. It's 1,600 production, which means I can immediately use my gold to pick up Amundsen Scott. 20% science, 10% production in all cities. If my city is particularly snowy, 5 tiles or more of it within the city, it gets double of that. But as you know, ladies and gentlemen, that's not the reason we build this. No, it's to watch the penguins. I didn't get an answer. I need somebody to look into this for me because I demand it. How many penguins will spawn if left indefinitely? Let me know. We know already that, like, we can get 5 if we wait long enough. So, you know, it's worth it. I want to know an answer. Oh, up to 345 production in Somber Town now. Yes, that's what we'd like to see. Refining. Okay, we can finally get oil improved, although we were getting 15 per turn in anyway. Steel, combustion, both of those are boosted. And the builder goes bam, and plastics is also boosted as well, so we might as well just go straight through to that. Now, the reason that Alvar is really, really good is because I can actually use them to improve the appeal of my city, and that gives me more culture from my Christmas workshop. Yeah. So Golden Gate Bridge. I swear we should be able to get a good Golden Gate Bridge somewhere. Like, I was thinking maybe one of these cities or across there. I mean, there's got to be somewhere fun. Oh, actually, oh, that could be a good one. Can we do that? Yes. Oh, that would be satisfying. In fact, a number of cities could actually build a Golden Gate Bridge. Is there a place I could do it that would be really fun in terms of getting a theatre square there? I think it's going to be this one. I mean, it would be the slowest city to build it in. That one could do it as well. We've got a lot of options here. We've got a lot of options. I like this one the best, though. It's just nice. So we'll put that in. It's not really a very useful one, but I just like the idea of connecting up Christmas Town. Now, this is always a good question. Does Santa want to let his elves vote digitally, or do I want to replace them with robots? Always good. I'm going to go for robots today, but, you know, I could have been swayed either way there. So we've got optimization imperative, but I'm also going to quickly boost Big Ben. Now, the 50% gold increase from your treasury, let me be honest, I'm earning so much gold right now, I don't care about that. It's the economic policy slot. That's what I'm looking forward to. Oh, it's a really fun policy slot, and we're going to switch up governments as well, so we're going to have so many bonus things. In fact, let's have a look. Synthetic technocracy is here. Lovely. 30% production towards all city projects, including space projects, remember that, and 3 power in all cities. Now, you can see, even without policy cards, all of my cities are super happy. Like, that we're happy with. Monarchic Legacy is giving me extra favor. It was giving me like 20 favor or so, I think, something like that. Honestly, give or take, I don't really need it. We'll put Democratic Legacy in. So we've got Science, Foundations, Invention, Democratic Legacy. Those are the only essential ones I want to put in. Economic policy slots, I've been meaning to put e-commerce in for some time, so that really is handy. The rest, I think, are pretty take it or leave it. I'm building a lot of wonders, but production's not really, I'm not really short of that at the moment, although public works would mean that I can get builders in to rush space projects. So I think we'll do that. It really was diplomacy slots. These are the ones that I was really meaning to get in. Gunboat diplomacy. More envoys mean more suzerain statuses, which is cool. Raj was giving me a huge bonus, and I believe colonial taxes, as well as just like another 200 gold. So yeah, sure. 1,800 science, 2,500 culture. It's pretty good. Like, we're doing all right now. Oh, Nobel. The fun thing about Nobel is I can pop you down in any city I want, including all of the cities near the AI in order to give myself a little bit more religion and also to annoy you, which I'm going to do. So there's the airport, which is brilliant. I've already used Goddard in this city twice, which again is absolutely brilliant, but let's just see how quick the space project is. A 2-turn Earth satellite. I mean, yeah, go on then. That's pretty good. Oh, housing. I actually reached the housing capacity for the first time in ages. There you go, that's New Deal and Monarchic Legacy disappearing. Wow, that's crazy. Maybe I should get a neighborhood in then. Yeah, I think I might. Get a neighborhood in. I want my city to keep growing. I mean, I know Earth satellites are fun, but don't have to rush them quite quick. I want my cities to be good. How much uranium did Santa get for Christmas? Oh, there's a wonder over some. Amundsen Scott, yes. Any other uranium around? Don't worry, Santa won't abuse you. It's all fine. Some down there, and there, and there, and there. That's the one I've got already. No, not much uranium on this map for Santa, but you know, enough for Santa to get relatively intrigued. Don't mind Santa, by the way, whilst he just stocks up on Christmas bombers. Nothing to be concerned about. Oh, just stop it. Stop denouncing me. Here is the Earth satellite. Santa's reindeer are very, very much more powerful than they used to be. Blimey. And also, as I say, don't mind Santa whilst he, you know, researches some radioactive toys. Global warming mitigation. What's that? We can turn the entire world into a North Pole by freezing it? Oh, well, if you insist, game, if you insist. Right, we're going to just start doing that in all of my cities with industrial zones, which I'll tell you now is quite a few of them. Caesar, how do you feel about a Christmas war with Abraham Lincoln? Oh, well... Oh, brilliant. Well, there we go. This is where Santa reclaims the North Pole from those Americans. And also Santa can be very persuasive. Why don't you join me in my war, Persia? Yes. It turns out Persia were really happy to go to war with America. I've divided my army into two sort of groupings. We've got some units down here to the south with a bomber escort and some units up here to the north with a bomber escort. You can see where this is going. But the thing is that if Santa believes at any point his army's not quite good enough, I can just pray more in. Mechanized army for 102 strength for 1,000 faith, which is 1 turn's worth of faith. Oh yes, go on then. Moon landing! And a huge culture bonus equal to 10 times my science per turn. I have a feeling that culture bonus, yep, is going to be about 19,600 culture. I mean, I was already getting everything every turn, and now it's even crazier. I've actually got 6,000 science overflowed at the moment. I love that. Build nuclear device. To that I say, oh, go on then, if you insist. I always forget to use them, but supply convoys are very handy. Extra movement, 30 healing in neutral territory, oh, they're really good. And isn't that always the case? I've been protecting Pingala with spies everywhere. And yep, they take out Magnus in another city. Well, you know what? Fine, whatever. I can go to Mars in 3 turns, so, you know, that's what I say to that. Santa wants a jet bomber, Santa wants a thermo, and yeah, I guess at that point we'll go and see if we can find the project. Modern armor army for 1,200 faith. Oh, it's just so powerful. Sometimes you have to ask yourself, is there anything that Santa can't do? And the answer to that question is normally no. Santa's perfect. But that is Boston taken! One of the many tundra cities that the North Pole needed to be complete. That's right, Santa is reclaiming the North Pole. The Eiffel Tower, built round about the North Pole somewhere, but this is really fun. 2 extra appeal in all tiles in my land, including all of my Christmas workshops, so, you know, a small chunk of culture that's added to everything. If I was going tourism, I could use that as well, but, you know, I'm not. More importantly, Santa now has stealth tech. Christmas bombers. No, better than that. Christmas jet bombers. Ho, 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 ho. And what's this? A Christmas town wants to join me? Refuse, you're not on the North Pole. Actually, that's really funny. Because I've briefly took the city over, I've left it with a gift of mechanized inventory and steel walls, so unfortunately Persia can't take it over with single cuirassier. And more importantly, everyone is in a dark age around me. Oh dear, only Santa can go gold. Santa's gonna reform the coinage. I think the elves have been at the mints again. I need to update it all. I have 1,457 diplomatic favor. Yes, I think Santa might be doing well today. I don't really want a diplomatic victory, so we'll vote for Congo. I'd love it if Wales got put through. No, not Wales, pearls. I've got so many pearls, it's ridiculous. And if I can pray units in, oh my lord, that would be a lot better. I'm going to put 13 votes on this one and 12 votes on this one, and watch as neither of them get past. Yep. So far, none of them have got past. I mean, what I might have just done is banned pearls. No duplicates of pearls do grant. Oh, perfect. And production went through. Ah, rubbish. Never mind. Producing units, I guess, is the boring way of doing it, but it's still useful. A single jet bomber on LA means that I can do a Christmas cleanup. It's always essential that I do. Modern armor army and a mechanized infantry army takes over San Francisco, and we raise it to the floor. No Christmas for the boys and girls over there. No. Santa's not happy with how things are going. And there's LA. Again, this is far too close to the North Pole. Raise it. Raise it now. Really, my city only has 90 strength. I have a 107 range strength unit. I gotta buy a new one. Sometimes, if you use a Great Admiral, it doesn't update your cities, and I find that really annoying. I'm pretty sure a missile cruiser armada is the strongest ranged attack in the game, so if I just build one of these, now I have it, yeah, look at that, 107 strength. That's a bit better. And there goes the Mars colony, which is a little bit of a shame, because I've actually finished it without rushing it, and I haven't unlocked my next project yet, so yeah. Golden Gate Bridge is much more fun. Oh, it's the most pointless wonder, and I love it. It's also not pointless, by the way. 100% tourism from improvements in national parks in the city, as well as +4 appeal to all towns in that city. Like, it's amazing. It's really, really good, but you have to be so precise with that city. Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. It's pretty good. I've got a +8 Christmas workshop now. Lovely. Well, I guess I don't have the next project. So, Operation Ivy in 2 turns? I think that's a reasonable thing to do. Again, Baltimore. No, it's not on Tundra. It's next to Tundra, but it's not on Tundra, so it shall be raised. Predictive systems, have we found the space project yet? That's what I'm really, really looking for. Nope, it's this one. Okay, right, I'm going to treat myself to advanced power cells briefly, because this is the one that gives me a particle beam siege cannon, and Santa's decided he needs some very special toys this year. Some giant death robots. They are all the rage. It's, I think from Pokemon? Well, the kids want them. I'm not entirely sure. But what I'm going to do now is, I think, once we've taken New York, that's, again, the western side of the North Pole secured. Santa now has no more beef with America, but America tends to end wars decisively. You know, it's, a certain strike to end hundreds of years off the end of the war. There's a phrase going on here, so what we'll do... I didn't deliver any coal this year, so this is a nice warming present. All of the stoves and all of the fires keeping all the little children warm. There we go. Lovely. Now I'm sure they'll want peace. Nope, we've actually done this war so fast we can't get peace. Awkward. Okay, Santa's going to go and send his troops somewhere else now. Ignore everything that you've seen here. It wasn't Santa committing these war crimes. No, it was the elves. Maybe. Oh, +2 gold for each strategic resource at the destination city. I mean, unfortunately, I'm trading with city-states and they tend to be a little bit worse for that sort of stuff, but I'm up to 4,300 gold per turn. Santa is making a small fortune here. Oh, Mary Goddard. 1 level of diplomatic visibility over all civilizations. Well, we have to build a naughty list somehow, and learning diplomatically what people are up to, I think, sounds pretty fair to me. Oh no, this is a turn. We have Franz von Hipper, okay, and John Roebling. I mean, that's wonderful. And another industrial era musician. That's 3 great people in 1 turn. That's not enough for Santa though, so we're going to get a writer. That's the 4th person in the same turn, and then I think we're going to get another artist. That's the 5th person. And then after Santa's been to the bank, because you know every now and then Santa does need to go and get a little bit of money, Santa can afford a merchant, which is the 6th. There we go, 6 people, 6 great people in a single turn. There you go. I mean, that's pretty good. Santa is starting to cool the planet now, though. Yes, my CO2 contribution has halved. The elves have been hard at work, recapturing all that carbon, and even better for me. Here's Rudolph. Now, Rudolph, I did notice that a couple of comments asked where Rudolph and his merry reindeer friends were. Well, Rudolph had a bit of an accident at the beginning of the series. I didn't really want to mention it, but Rudolph was getting on a bit. I tried getting him to pull my sleigh, but unfortunately a work-related incident took him out. So what I've done is I've created a cybernetic robotic suit for Rudolph, and now Rudolph rides again. And if you're asking, I mean, he's got a big bright nose, so really, what are you worried about? Oh look, turns out America's pretty keen for peace. Look at that, who would have thought it? You know what? You've atoned for your sins, America. You can be on my nice list again. Here, have some toys. Yes, it's quite fair of me, I know. In the meantime, oh dear, we've got a problem here, haven't we? Someone's been a naughty boy. Oh, and they seem to be friends with Arabia, who have also been very naughty boys. Okay, never mind. Let's go for a territorial war for the North Pole. Excellent. There we go. The Christmas bombings can commence. What a magical time of year that all is. The Christmas bombings. So this is the city that I wanted, but to get to it, unfortunately, we're going to have to defeat this encampment first. Oh, very un-Christmassy. Never mind. Oh dear, some barbarians are not giving me much Christmas cheer here. They keep raiding me and I've had to bribe them. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's just pray in some rocket artillery army. Yes, I'm sure that's plenty. Don't you love it when Edgar Allan Poe is the one giving visibility over a city? Like, could you just stand there and write some books for me? Thank you very much. Well, that was quick. Santa has taken Adana already. The North Pole. I believe that was the last North Pole city I was going to take. Actually, I lie. Vatican has been wonderful. It does a huge amount for me. So much faith, the ability to spread my festive cheer, but alas, the time has come to integrate these cheerful elves into the Santa North Pole Empire. Beautiful. It was only a matter of time, and look how much more perfect that looks. Yes, I know Mexico City is doing its thing, but they help to spread Christmas joy in the form of entertainment complexes and water parks. Really, is there anything more Christmassy than Mexico City? I don't know if there is, so we will just say there's not. What we need, though, is a Christmas buffer zone between the North Pole and the Ottomans. I mean, I think that's fair. Everybody understands the need for a Christmas buffer zone. It's the only Christmassy thing we can do. A military emergency? No. I'm gonna put all 1,400 of my favor in because, honestly, I think that's probably about 4 turns worth. With all of the projects that I've got running, it's just not a thing. Yes, there we go. I thought not. A military emergency would be very, very un-Christmassy. Meanwhile, speaking of something much more Christmassy, there we go. Christmas buffer state. Lovely. Here comes Rudolph into Trabzon. Everyone disappear. Just think, if that city had been pulled 1 tile further in into the North Pole, it would have survived. I mean, you know, the population wouldn't have been forcibly moved on. Hang on. Is that better? Oh look, the Congo have just launched a satellite. How cute. I'm going to an exoplanet. Santa's on his way out of orbit. Rudolph doesn't think that this was your city, Ottomans. No. Give it back. Go on, there we go. Back to Japan. That's better, isn't it? That's a lot better. Oh, just realized that's a wonder I probably should have got. Whoopsie. I think I ran out of river, in all seriousness. I don't think I have a single river anymore. Oh no, I guess there's a river over here I could build. Ah, dear. Been having too much fun. Oh, here we go. Santa's gone negative. Everyone's freezing now. Santa's finally taken Rudolph off the planet and out into the exoplanet expedition territory. Wonderful. Sydney Opera House. I mean, I'm building this. Anyone really care? No? I don't even think the Australians care at this point. Oh, look at the bridge behind it. Oh, it's such a better wonder. You know, I'm even going to skip it. Ha! Burn. Oh, I managed to take a city from Arabia. I say that like I'm actually surprised. I'm not surprised. It's always going to happen. Oh, it's always funny when you just look down and forget that you have 5 governor titles available. I guess just do this? I don't even know anymore. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Anybody who's ever put CO2 into the atmosphere now has a penalty because I've brought CO2 below 0. Santa's done it. The world is frozen. It basically means now we've exploited the diplomatic favor and everyone will be careering towards 0 now. it's an instant dipplay victory if ever you wanted to get that sort of thing. Also, I decided to remove all of the Ottoman cities because they've been very, very naughty, boys and girls. Well, there seem to be a lot of grievances against old Santa for some reason, but Santa's a being of love and peace. Look, Washington got knocked out of the game and we're liberating them for 300 diplo favor. I mean, come on, if that's not lovely, I don't know what is. Liberated Washington, look at that, lovely. And there we go, the science victory, Santa and the North Pole win, of course they do, Harambe, nice. Buildings constructed, very good. Cities captured, oh, Santa. There were a lot of people on the naughty list this year, but cities founded? You know what? Actually, Japan had a good game, look at that. Great people earned, yes, I think that's lovely. Culture, I took the lead on turn like 140, considering the slow start I had. My word, we rebounded, look at this. Can you see when I got the card? Is it collective activism, the one that gives science per city-state, Sousa? And yeah, there was a good thing. That faith game was pretty strong, although look at that, Saladin's faith game was pretty awesome. Too many green players this game though. Too many green players. Look at my gold compared to everyone else's. I just was generating so much more. Religions founded, if you were green you got one, otherwise Japan was the only person, and wonders constructed. Look at that, 20 wonders this game. Oh, what a North Pole. Just off camera I was having a lot of fun, basically just putting down as many sources of renewable energy as I could. Still nowhere near enough. I had 33 from renewable sources and I still needed 69, nice, to power all the projects. So we also managed to freeze the world to 0.7 degrees under. Look at that, 2,500 I've taken off compared to everyone else. Everyone is now losing all their diplo favor. No one would be able to stop me voting myself as leader of the free world now. It was always Santa's destiny. Yeah, I would have won the next vote easily. Detroit, oh, refuse that. No, that's not part of the North Pole. What a game, what a Christmas game. You know what, actually, in all seriousness, is it balanced? No, but the North Pole Civilization is a really, really good, fun civ, so if you fancy just treating yourself over this festive period, go and download the mod. It's a really good one. It's really, really laugh, and now that it's been fixed, oh my lord, is it fun. Thank you all again for such a wonderful year supporting the channel. It's been amazing seeing the numbers just surge upwards. There's no ticking about it. It's just been accelerating into the mid-20,000s already. I just don't understand what has been happening. So sincerely, thank you so much. Remember, if you forgot to get me a Christmas present and you still fancy getting me one, then subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. It's free, you can always undo it later. And my lord, is it having an effect on the algorithm. It's been amazing. So thank you so much. Regular content resumes very, very soon, and by that I mean tomorrow. But until then, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye! And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, I Am Salty Tech, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Doughboy91, Seancrates, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amiri C, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear Ray, El Truand, Creston, RB Hedge, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax. Thank you for all of your support. Cheers!